Welcome guys to my channel. How will notification.com. Okay, nice. 8 minutes class. I will write back now. Okay, welcome to my channel. How was it going today? Okay.
Love from Arnachal, thank you. Music OP official, thank you.
Wait a minute, guys. I will wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Natasha Gaming reacted on you.
Okay.
On everyone, Natasha Gaming.
Hey guys, let's start our stream.
HMI के साथ ग्लोबल और कोरियन वाला प्लेयर्स के साथ खेल सकते हैं क्या? As per the rules जो मुझे पता है नहीं खेल सकते हैं.
This takes so long.
HMI players.
Oh my god, Conqueror versus Conqueror versus going to be a Conqueror.
मैक्स है कोई देगा मुझे मैक्स. कम
Team match, let's go.
The blue team has scored for the first time!
Okay. Oh my god, only 3
Killing
damages left.
spree for the blue team!
Yes, I know.
Killed!
Oh my god. I messed up. F बहुत बढ़िया है, बहुत big है.
Clear! Reloading! Killing spree for the blue team! Target down! Reloading!
Sorry. Oh my god, jump shot पे go. Funny है भाई, एक के 7 point है. What the heck? Ooh. Yeah, just on the
The blue team is in the lead. No mercy!
the conqueror play without pants. He's killing me.
Killing spree for the red team!
How did he stop? No, pero bad habit.
Target down!
If you think you're bad. What the hell, bro?
Mercy!
No, bro. Everyone hitting behind me. You. 4 damage.
Killing spree for the blue team! Cover me!
Campus. Oh, I got the top.
Great! You're about to win!
The red team doesn't have a lot of time left.
Push in conqueror. Push in conqueror. That's what.
चलो क्लोजिंग कर देना एस्ट्रो क्या कर रहे हो आजा नहीं
Team member.
Help! Excellent work.
Hindi zombie ako daw.
I'm really sorry. No!
Spider-Man.
Okay. Marked a location. Wait. Watch out! Marked a location.
I'm a pro player.
Watch out! I got supplies. I got supplies. Not a problem. Let's go! Marked a location. Marked a vehicle. 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 Marked a location. Not a problem. Help! I'm being surrounded! Help! I'm being surrounded! Help! I'm being surrounded! Cover me! Search for vehicles. Cover me! Cover me! Cover me! Help! I'm being surrounded! Help! I'm being surrounded! Excellent work.
Alright.
Excellent work. 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 Mark the location. Excellent work. Excellent work.
I will spam excellent work. bro, frick. I hate this game so much. We need to try some new games. Without touch. Let's go to the YouTube and search best survival game for Android.
filter down to earth.
Is that mobile developers have jumped on the bandwagon in a big way. This subgenre has evolved throughout the years, so we gotta keep you updated on all the hottest and newest survival games. So today, we've listed our top 10 picks for survival games on Android and iOS devices. But before we start, I'm gonna bug you again to hit that like and subscribe button below. Cause the more likes we get, the more videos we'll be able to produce. So do you think we can hit 10,000 on this one? Let's see. Number 10, Angel Dust. This is a free-to-play sandbox MMORPG with destructible environments, endless building potential, and 4 playable character classes. You can explore different biomes, fighting monstrous foes and collecting treasure. The game features first-person and third-person perspectives and a unique combination of 3D environments with cartoony 2D character artwork to bring the game to life. In true sandbox fashion, Angel Dust opens up its world for those who want to be a builder or an adventurer, with a building system that looks similar to Minecraft or even Trove. There are also daily quests to take on and world bosses to defeat. Number 9. Epic Raft Fighting Zombies. This one is an exciting adventure game in which you have to survive on a raft in the middle of the ocean. You can fish for various items from the water and use them to craft armor and weapons. You can also travel to many islands for extraction of resources and raft maintenance. But it wouldn't be a true survival game without heaps of enemies, so you have to take on sharks, muto crabs, and zombies. Overall, this one is a decent game for those who love the super sub-genre of raft survival games. Number 8. Just Survive. This is an action survival game shot in first person where players control a castaway lost on a seemingly deserted island. Each day is a struggle, but surviving for even a second longer is a tiny victory. Starting out on the island is no simple task. All you get are a couple of very rudimentary tools, but as you advance little by little, you can access an enormous arsenal with bows, arrows, hunting rifles, shotguns, and much more. You'll come face to face with many different attackers, from wild boars to aggressive mutants. Number 7. Ocean is Home 2. Ocean is Home 2 is a first-person life simulation on a picturesque island. You land in a beautiful open-world location made up of several islands in an archipelago. Here you have to establish life, namely by building a house, getting a car, meeting new people, and adopting a career. So basically, being an adult. And that career can be almost anything, from a truck driver to a doctor. At the same time, you can examine areas to find useful items and resources. All in all, in this open world, you can do lots of interesting things, all from the comfort of your couch. Number 6. Lost. This is a top-down multiplayer zombie survival RPG where you start the game marooned on an island after a plane crash, and now you need to find a way to survive on this zombie-infested island. Players can do everything from collecting resources, crafting items, creating buildings, co-oping with other players, interacting with the environment, and using different weapons to defeat your enemies. Your ultimate goal is to find a way home, whether it's by building a raft or a plane from scratch. Overall, I recommend you checking this game out if you like top-down survival games. It is unique to any other mobile game that I've ever played in this genre.
Yeah! Frick this game.
Number 5. Shadows of Kurgansk. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, Shadows of Kurgansk puts you in a tight spot as you are in an irradiated area and must find a way to survive. Gathering supplies, materials, and building your own fortress to protect yourself from the zombies that roam the land are all a must. But players need to be careful as the game features a day and night cycle. Things start to get pretty dangerous as the night falls, cause that's when the zombies appear. Number 4. Project Gaia. This is another zombie survival game with an emphasis on scavenging for items, in which gameplay is experienced from a third-person perspective. The game is set in an open-world environment and features cooperative gameplay with up to 3 other players. In every mission, you have to fight off crowded zombies who want to kill you, so you gotta shoot them all down, if you want to survive, that is. Project Gaia was built using Unreal Engine, so the graphics are top brass. Overall, it's a great game for those who are a big fan of shooting. Number 3. Radiation Island. This is a survival adventure game where you craft your own destiny in a huge open-world environment. As a part of the Philadelphia experiment, you have been stranded in a parallel universe, and it's up to you to discover this new land and mysterious world with all its surprises. From a gameplay standpoint, despite some rough edges on its crafting systems, Radiation Island delivers a truly entertaining gameplay loop within the survival genre. However, even with its ambitious-sized environments, the game is overshadowed by its shallow technical aspects. Number 2. The Survivalist. This is a to answer the call of duty. Point adventures with this. Finally, at number 1, Last Island of Survival, Unknown 15 Days. This is an online multiplayer survival sandbox game on a mobile platform. The goal of the game is to answer the call of duty. Survive on the last day in the wildland of Earth using collected or stolen materials. Players must successfully manage their hunger, thirst, and health to survive in this world, otherwise, you will die. Despite the looming environmental dangers, the other players are the main threat due to the fact that this game is exclusively multiplayer. The combat takes place through firearms and handmade weapons.
Oh my.
So there we have it, top 10 survival games.
नमस्ते दोस्तों, मैं प्ले दिखाता हूँ ना कि ट्रेलर, लेकिन आप सभी को पता है जो सर्वाइवल गेम होते हैं ना भाई। नमस्ते दोस्तों, मैं सुखचैन सिंह आप सब
Earth using collected or stolen material. This is an online multiplayer survival sandbox game on a mobile platform. The goal of the game is to answer the call.
Let's go and download this game. Let's install 1 crore plus downloads. I like big games, man. This is so super nice. What is this copy of copy game? Kill or be killed. Oh, yeah. Let's see the tutorial of the game. tips.
Last Day on Earth has revolutionized the mobile survival game genre, but almost 3 years later, it is still in beta. I've been a pro player for this game for almost 3 years, and today I'm going to give you 311 people to you. AI players. There is no real multiplayer.
Hey yo guys, it's me Absarka. Welcome to Last on Earth.
This is nothing but Last Island. This is Island. This is one. This people.
What up folks and welcome to another episode of Demo Man. It's your bro when you're pro DOM.
Hey guys, welcome back. तो आज की वीडियो बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त होने वाली.
Hey guys, Monty here. Today I'll be introducing my first video onto YouTube with a new game called Last Day Rule Survival. What is Last Day Rule Survival, you ask? Well, it is a open world sandbox game for your phone. Have you ever heard of Rust? Well, it's basically that, but for the phone. Today's video will be about 19 tips and tricks you can use in this game. Let's get right into it. Tip 1. There are 5 different types of servers. If you go right into the bottom right hand corner where it says the server, you click on it. If you look at the bottom left hand corner, it says Mode Overview. It will give you a chance to take a look at all the different types of modes they have, such as Standard Mode, Protected Mode, Bloody Mode, Ranked Mode, Solo Mode, Rampage Mode, and PvE Mode.
This is like Minecraft, but
Tip number 2, nice servers. Now since there are 5 different servers, it might be kind of difficult to choose which server to go. But for me, I choose Ranked. Ranked Mode gives you the most yield, so amount of gold that you can get, as well as it is one of the funnest to play, as if you click on a server, press start, you take a look at the server mode. Now, for people who aren't the best at PvP, I believe this is better, because it only allows for...
Oh my... Wait a minute. I first seeing that tutorial and I will start typing.
12. Looting, as you see right here, limited from 1900 to 2400 daily. So basically what that is 7 PM to 12. Tip number 3 is whenever you spawn into your first server, you start off with a stone axe. Now this is perfect for chopping down trees and collecting stone nodes. So to start off, you want to hit multiple trees. Now for a tip, if you run back and forth, you hit a tree faster than, say, just standing still. So if we run over here to this tree, and we begin to hit it like this, that tree was already half broken. Alright. All these trees. So right here, if you keep hitting it, there's a limit. But if you do it like this, you hit it quicker, and it just saves some more time so you can gather even more resources. Tip number 4 are the different types of resources in the game. So one of the first resources you see are wood. You know, it's one of the most common resources in the game, and you want a lot of it. Number 2 would be a iron mine. So iron mine basically yields iron ore. Don't worry about that thing in the background, I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and run over here. Oh. Found somebody. Cool.
He's looting, he's taking stuff. He's robbing the guy. I like that this afterlife.
Alright, the next resource is stone. This is a very good resource to upgrade your base with.
Life afterlife.
And
so nice.
the last
graphics and
resource to use with a axe
afterlife
would
is
be
get
sulfur,
because
but I cannot
Nelson is
seem
the
to
developer
find
of
any
the game.
sulfur.
So rip the game.
Tip number 5 will be the map. Now, the map is one of the most important items in the game as it allows you to see where you are in this big game or where your teammates are. Tip number 6 is just a quick one. Do not go to military base. If you just spawn in, do not go there. You will die. Tip number 7, if you go ahead and you click on the map, if you look at the bottom left, there is a tab that says resources. If you click on that, it shows basically what your map will show. Now, if you only want to find stone, what you do is you click off the check marks, you click the plus sign on ore location, and you click off on sulfur mine and iron mine, as well as just clicking the check for these. And you go ahead and you take a look, and if you look at my map, it only shows stone nodes. So if you are running low on one resource, this is the perfect way to find the most of that resource. Tip number 8 is the guide. Now the guide basically takes you through everything this game has to offer. So if you start off by equipping the stone axe and cutting down the 5 trees, it will bring you to build a base and a wall. Now this will basically bring you to a 2x2, so if you go ahead and you build that, like so. If I can please build it, thank you. Let me gather this. And then I build the walls like so. And then I build a door. Now it wants me to build ceilings. Let's go ahead and do so. And there you go. You now have a basic 2x2. Now next up is to place your sleeping bag. Sleeping bag is where you can spawn back in to the game if you are to die. Now this right here, the cabinet, is one of the most important items in the game. The cabinet is basically how your base stays alive. So if you want your base to not basically just crumble to the ground, you put resources in it. And if you look right here, building maintenance costs. It costs one wood per 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, it will take out 1 wood. And as you can see, my maintenance time is humongous. Now, step 2, and another important resource in this game are code locks. Now, code locks are very important because without a code lock, a random person can just come in and open your door. With the code lock, you can have a specific code lock which allows you and only you to access that door. Now, the next thing will be the low workbench. Now, the low workbench is where you craft items if you go in you to access that door. Now, the next thing will be the low workbench. Now, the low workbench is where you craft items. If you go in to the bottom left and you click on the crafting, so let me go ahead and research this. So now if I go to craft, if I walk away over to here, away from that, I cannot craft it because the crafting requirements are must craft next to a low workbench. So if I come closer, you see now it is able, so I will craft that. Tip number 9 is an airlock. Now, to start off, you start off with a little 2x2 base, but if you want a bit more protection that allows for people to not easily break into your base, it is something called a airlock. Now, an airlock is basically, let me go ahead and place this down. I usually place a triangle, a wall, place a triangle ceiling, and then place another door, and then voila. They cannot just break into one, but now they have to break into 2 doors. And another good tip for base building is honeycombing. Now, if you don't know what honeycombing is basically making your base impenetrable to raid. So if you make, what I usually like to do is like to make triangle foundations on every side, like so. And then if you make walls, like this. First, make the ceilings, and then if you add the walls, now the base is harder to raid because they have to blow through not one, but 2 walls to break in to get all of your goodies. Tip number 10 will be supplies. Now supplies is a pretty good thing in this game where it comes to daily quests, level bonus, and 7-day supply. Now to start off the first day, you get 4 different recipes, which is hide armor. So what you do, you collect those. If you go into your inventory, you click on each of them, and you click use, you will now be able to craft each of those. And if you go to daily quest, each of these give you activity points. Now what activity points do are for how many activity points you get. So say 30, you get 50 spares. If you get all the way up to 150, you get a random weapon with some ammo, as well as 120, you get a random bomb, which can be used to raid other people. Tip number 11 is where to place your base. So this map is a big map, but there are certain places you do not want to put a starting base. Now, some good places to play a starting base is right here. Literally, my first wipe, I had a base right here, and I actually got pretty far. Right next to a gas station, which has a recycler, so you can recycle components, as well as a road. Now, currently, one of my main bases is right here on the lake, as it is right in between Bio Research Lab and Bomb Shelter, as well as it is pretty close to 2 different roads. Tip number 12 is friends. Now, if you want to play with your friends, what you're going to have to do is you are going to have to get them to add you as a fan. So if you come into here, you can create a team. If you want to invite people, how it works is if you go to fans and say, for example, you see the gray heart, that means that you follow them, but they don't follow you. If you see a orange heart, that means that you two follow each other, and you can be seen as friends. Now, in order for someone to join your team to play with you, they have to be on the same server as you, and they have to have you added as a friend. Tip number 13 are pacemakers. Now, pacemakers are pretty important as they basically save you from death. So say you're in the middle of a fight with somebody and you get downed, you can use this pacemaker to get right back up and keep on fighting. Tip number 14, roads and barrels. Now, there are multiple different types of barrels, from a yellow barrel drum, oil drum, which usually just give you spares, to a blue oil drum, which gives you multiple different types of components and recipes. Now, if we run down the road, we will most likely find multiple different types of barrels. There are also types of barrels such as a tool chest, which give you axes, hammers, cleavers, anything like that. Yeah!
Let's start out. Right today I logged in my Gmail or my Facebook, so I went to do some private calls and thingies, so wait on this, I'll be right back. Oh my god. Oh my god, this take extra. Do not die in the comments, okay? Not a problem. See man, It's so freaking tough. I don't impress. All solo to it's literally a 2 GB. All 5 lakhs. What the frick is it? What the frick, man? Let's try this time. What?